Good evening, everyone. Welcome. We are Random Encounter Productions and Laugh Out Gaming.
Woo! It's our first crossover event, guys!
It is.
Yes!
This is our big crossover event. I am Cody Stone. With us tonight, we have...
Caitlin!
And...
Jack.
Chris.
Amanda.
Jordyn.
Mariah.
And we will be jumping into their game. Usually is up on YouTube, I believe.
Elon's really excited that you're actually playing.
I
Most
am.
of our viewers have never
They
seen
have
him
never
play.
seen me play.
Nice.
Because he's
Dude,
the
yes, I
right?
know. I feel it.
Super psyched.
I'm usually in the same spot.
Yeah.
I got you. Well, you are welcome to come to our game and play anytime you get
Yeah.
the chance.
Thanks, sir.
Absolutely.
We're going to turn it over to our Laugh Out Gaming hosts.
Yeah, we should have links to all of their stuff as well.
Yes.
If I could have 1 minute.
You may have 1 minute.
Just the one. Start
You
your
have
time.
60 seconds. Go.
When I was at MegaCon, I went dressed as my character for our D&D session here. I went as my miniature, and I was actually recognized
Did that
by
include
somebody.
the goblin sperm all over you?
No,
That's a reference to an old episode you should go check out, by the way.
No, but we did meet someone who recognized me, and they had a present for Jordyn that she knows about, and I told her I would give it to her.
I didn't know we were going to do this on this, though.
So here's your mushroom.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I didn't know this!
What? What is happening?
That's so cool.
Good.
Congratulations, you have the first fan-made thing on our channel.
Yay!
Good. Good.
Nothing like
Magical.
D&D drugs to bring people together.
It's true.
That's awesome.
I will find a way to smoke out of this.
By the end of this
I always
session.
do.
Good.
Very
Love
cool.
it. Is it a heart? Is it a mushroom? Is it a dick?
Is it a dick?
We'll never know.
Yeah. Like all things, it's ambiguous.
There it is.
There you go.
Awesome.
Big, yes.
I love it.
Oh god.
Chris doesn't hear that often. Whoa!
I want that back now.
No take backsies.
Well, that's awesome. Do you want to? Who is the fan? Do you know his name?
I do not know. I do not know her. Wait, yes, I do.
I was about to say,
Marissa.
you're being a very rude person.
Thank you so
by
much.
not knowing the fan's name.
Marissa. No. Here's the thing. She was very deep in costume.
Deep in costume.
Like
deep
her,
in thought.
her character was very quiet as well.
Oh.
I actually have a video of meeting her.
Ooh.
So I will have to. So once I finally get around to doing this fan video that I filmed there, I'll show you you'll see it. You'll see it happen.
Well, thank you, Marissa.
Yeah, thank you
this
so
is
much.
super awesome and cute, and I'm going to cherish it forever, and it's going on my computer desk. And I am slowly starting to collect Dungeons and Dragon things on my own now, thanks to Chris and Jack. They're basically the
that's
same
their couple
person.
name. That's fine.
It's true.
Crass.
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 Oh,
That's our baby. That's our son's
better than
name.
crack.
I ship them now.
Very cool.
I'm
Oh,
going
please,
to-
someone fan art
And the
that.
live stream is over.
Please, somebody fan art that.
Yeah, and it can be like the Leonardo da Vinci, like the reaching the hands to God,
Oh my god.
because that's technically what just happened. Oh, but-
DM, please help.
Very
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I'm Jack. I'm the DM for this silly laugh out gaming little thing. Because a lot of you guys maybe haven't watched our episodes, which you should go back and watch our episodes. I wanted to take a second just for everyone to introduce themselves, and we're going to start over here with Chris. So go ahead and give him your character name, your class, all that jazz.
I am Kark Farahel. I am a monk of level 4 right now. I am also a half orc. You may notice that my name is of Elvish. That is because when I grew up, I was abandoned by my half orc tribe, and I was found as a baby by an elf who named me and left me at a monastery. And I've lived as an urchin after I was kicked out for being too aggressive there. And now I'm kind of go around helping people whenever they need it, and also trying to prove that I'm the best fighter in the world. I have been tasked with leading this team into requiring a very powerful or awesome magic item, and it kind of took a weird turn. And that's my backstory for this. So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, introducing our new character. Our new character.
Here she is.
And when they say new, they're not kidding. This is my first game.
Oh!
One of us.
Gobbles.
Sorry for the hiccups that are going to happen. My character's name is Suri, and I can't pronounce her last name off the top of my head right now. But
You
she has
came
last-
up with it.
I did. You're right. But I can't
That
say
means
her.
nothing.
All right. My character is a sea elf bard, and yeah, I kind of want to leave it at that for now because I don't
Good.
want to ruin
No,
anything.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what. That's exactly what you should do.
Straight
Okay.
out of the new book, Mordekainen.
Yeah,
So we're very excited.
which is a great
Straight
book.
out of that one. Yeah.
So I am Aurelia Hinali. I am a high elf wizard. That is definitely a double entendre because I definitely am an elf and high and a wizard.
Triple
Okay,
entendre.
My background is in entertainment. My party does not know a whole lot about where I come from or what it was that led me to become a traveling wizard performer, but Karik found me in an inn and heard that I was gifted in potions and alchemy and wizardry craft. So
Yeah, I couldn't find this Harry Potter guy.
it's true. It's true. The at the end of the day, though, the only problem Karik quickly realized with my character along the party is though I am very gifted in magic, I again am a high elf. No pun intended, except very much so because I stay high and I go out of my way to figure out what can be smokable and what not in order to solve our problems. Ironically enough, in these adventures so far, though I have been inebriated during the entire journey between shrooms I have found, herbs I have smoked. By the way, my totem is a wooden pipe I carry around my neck for that very occasion. I have yet to still make the dumbest decision of our entire party. I am the only one who has made sound decisions. Call
You
it
solved our
paranoia.
first puzzle.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
You've been punching me.
It's like
You deserved
the,
it.
it's like the good Dr. Dre says.
Yeah.
Hey, yay, yay, yay. Smoke weed every day.
Oh,
God.
shizzle. My nizzles. Like, that's all there is for that. But yeah, we've just been adventuring. I think at the moment right now I'm just off wandering around in the woods, just gathering herbs and such. And then over here we have our little
Oh, hi.
dwarf
Our special dwarf friend.
paladin lady.
Yes, I am called Eager Corum. I am a level 4 fighter, dwarf. And I have a kind of strange background, I guess. All that anyone really knows is that I'm in this to help my father, kind of living up to his name, because he is really sick and I need to help him get better. So I'm on this adventure to find money and to find gold so I can basically buy him medicine and make him better. And in the last episode, if you guys did watch, me and I kind of revealed stuff that about my past with another person in the game that I used to know, and yeah, so we kind of brought that out.
Guess you gotta go back and watch those other episodes, don't you?
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then are so excited to have you guys play. I'm so excited.
Seriously,
But-
really.
For secret reasons, they're gonna give you their class, kinda, but not their names. Ooh, isn't that mysterious? Ooh.
Good.
I am a monk.
Excuse me?
You are
You
not.
told we weren't gonna have character voices. What's wrong with you?
Oh, that's not the part I'm worried about.
I think Chris is just mad that he's more monkish than him.
He always
You
will be.
literally
Always will be.
You literally got kicked out for being the most aggressive monk. Like that is an oxymoron.
They couldn't keep up with me.
Couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep up with you.
You are a monk.
I am a monk.
Good.
And that's all you get.
That's what we got.
Mhm.
You'll have to find out. Stay tuned.
He's gonna be Sub-Zero. You
And
know.
I am a rogue.
Ooh. A rogue and a monk with no name.
I've been through the desert with a monk with no name.
Awesome.
Crap, how long
And
can we
that's
sing
all
on
you
this
can
one?
sing because of copyright
16
infringement.
seconds,
Yeah.
actually.
That's
I
it.
can sing a little bit more and still be fine.
Good.
And if I'm parodying and I change words, I can sing the whole thing.
As long as I sing it in a different pitch. Riding in a desert
I
with
just make it a minor key
Yep.
instead.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
I've
sad.
been through the... No, it's fine.
I would have been really impressed if you
About to
just pulled it out
multi-class,
of there.
about to multi-class and a bard in our other game, so I'm already prepping like horrible renditions of these songs that'll make him do that.
When the DM face
I
palms.
don't even know what game this is, but I just want to join in with the lute in the background. I'm not even
Yes.
playing. Just every time
Just
you
stand
sing,
there with it?
just
Don't
I
actually play this.
ukulele. Girl, bet.
Good. Come.
Girl, bet.
We're gonna have a good time.
All
That's
right.
true. That's true. In case anybody didn't know, we became best friends almost immediately. So this
We
is
did.
the thing
It
that
happened.
It's the power of D&D, people.
Yeah.
It's the power of jazz hands.
Power of jazz.
Yeah.
Power of love.
Nice. Okay, cool. Again, since you guys probably have watched every episode of our amazing channel because they are all great,
You better have.
you don't need this introduction that I'm about to give you, but just in case there's one or two of you who haven't, I'm going to get a little introduction. So here we go. This world is a world called Tanzanil. Tanzanil is a world of many islands that at once were one large island, kind of a Pangea kind of idea that the mother of all dragons was birthed from. And when she sprung forth into the world, it caused her egg to crack, making the many islands of Tanzanil. Or it's tectonic plate shifting, whichever one you really want to believe. The capital island of this place is called Seneca, and Seneca's capital city is called Po. As Chris said before, he was a member of a very prestigious fighting arena, and the leader of this fighting arena, named Sinfidel, asked Karlek to assist him in retrieving a very powerful magical item that had been lost to the world up until this point. So he gathered his team together, and with some luck and some hijinks, they were able to infiltrate deeply into a dwarven mine where they found a treasure hoard far beyond their wildest dreams. One of the items in that treasure hoard may or may not have been greedily squandered by one of our characters, who then opened it, and our team was sucked into a planar dimension that they had never been before. The only way I could really describe it is a limbo kind of thing. They spent an unknown amount of time there until a booming voice told them that they had been sent to a pocket dimension that was meant to try out and to put in trial the greatest heroes that Tanzanil had ever seen. Heroes such as a chronomaster named Philippa Fry, an artificer named Hannah Song, and a very powerful mage who only went by the Wizard.
It's my favorite part. Sorry.
He
Oh my
then
God.
wanted to see if these heroes had what it took to be the next champions of the game, and he asked them to show them what he got. They then were teleported to a beautiful forest that they had never seen before, where they ran into a group of very strange creatures, and they fought them with a wood elf who introduced himself at the end of the fight as Link. Link then took him to their home village, where they met the leader of their village, a beautiful woman named Zelda, who had communed with a tree called the Dooku tree, that is essentially the wise overseer of their village. But sadly, well, surprisingly, the Dooku tree told of these strangers that would come to their world. But after that, the Dooku tree felt silent. Zelda, being a very powerful sorceress herself, she was unable to awaken the Dooku tree, and the only person that she knew who could was a man named the King of Mushrooms. So they headed off on their journey to a group of Highland dwarves that the King of Mushrooms oversaw.
What?
Sadly, though, the King of Mushrooms was distraught because his daughter had been stolen away. So our team, with his greatest soldiers, the brothers Mario, ventured forward to the Berylian Forest, where they would try to find the daughter of the King of Mushrooms. On their way, they learned of the story of this world and how a powerful warlock by the name of Ganon once commanded this world with his dark tyranny. Part of what he did is he created a group of monsters known as the Children of Ganon that could only speak one word, and that was his name. But luckily, the armies of the dwarfs and the armies of the elves banded together against Ganon, but it wasn't enough. So it was then that the Archfays gifted the armies with a group of Ambuns known as the Family of Kong. to assist them. And the Kongs and the dwarves and the elves were able to bring down the evil Ganon. And the children of Ganon began to populate the world and became the wildlife and the creatures, some friendly and some not, that our characters have ran into. And it was at that point that we stopped. And now it's all new to everybody. So I hope you all got that. If you didn't, go watch the episodes. Yeah. And we're going to jump right into this. Okay? So.
Here we go.
After a long rest outside of the Beryllian Forest, our group kind of... Yeah, you guys good to go.
Cool.
They have to just sit here and stare at me.
Finish building my character.
Taking a long rest outside of the Beryllian Forest, healing up some spell slots and healing up some HP. They awoken the next day realizing that one of the members of their group had gone missing. And where her sleeping things were, they found a note. And the note read, "I'm sorry, but now that you have seen my true form, I am not sure that I can trust you and continue on this journey. This place is full of dangers far beyond what I considered my skills able to comprehend. I wish you the best of luck while I try to find my own way home and you travel forward. Sincerely yours, Aurelia." Arenathet.
I was about to say, I'm still
So
here.
Aurelia's right here, Arenathet.
Dungeon Master killing me off already.
Sorry. And that's where we're going to pick up
I don't believe it.
our journey.
She's just invisible somewhere.
I believe it.
Yeah, she's probably hanging out somewhere.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
I
Guaranteed
know
she makes
why
a
I believe
comeback.
it too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you guys know I told you last time that I have a history with her.
You do.
So
They're lovers. No, I'm kidding.
we grew up together. We knew each other, and I'm a little bit upset that she left. However, I can understand why she would.
Right.
I'm a little bit betrayed, but alas, we're here for our own reasons.
Is it just me? But I don't remember her looking any different, guys. Like, did she ever actually change form? What true form did she change?
Oh, yeah, that's
she
right.
did, and then you freaked out.
Yeah, she was really, really high.
Yeah. So.
She's like,
Are you guys sure that, like, I was the one who was high? Because she looked completely
She was a
normal
blue
to me.
Shrek under all of that magic.
True.
It was Maybelline. It was a lot of Maybelline.
She wasn't born with it.
You know, I'm starting to think that someone has been dipping into my bag of mushrooms, and you guys, I'm checking my stash, because
right?
she looked perfectly normal the last time I saw her. Oh, whatever. Also, is Link near our party by chance?
Yeah, he absolutely is.
Cool, because, hey, Link, I have a question.
Are you alone later?
Yeah, as you guys would look around, you would see both Mario and Luigi, as well as Link and Zelda. They're all kind of packing up their things, getting ready to go. Yeah.
So, my character, as you guys know, before we started this, I was the last one to roll a perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
And I did notice some things, so I would like to approach Link.
Okay.
And just pull you to the side. And my dear fellow elf, I noticed that you and the taller of the Mario brothers were exchanging some very serious looks. Do you guys have a past, or is there something that you may know of that is concerning to you?
He beat me in Smash Brothers last time. Son of a bitch.
A Link would kind of pull you aside, and quietly he'd be like, it's not a past as much as it is I have my fears that he is not as trustworthy as he seems. I'm simply keeping an eye on him.
My dear Link, what do you think of his brother, though? Do you find the shorter of the two plumbers trustworthy?
Mario has been my friend for many years. We fought alongside as the first time the King of Mushroom's daughter went missing. It's not an uncommon occurrence, you might say.
Are we basing this on reviews from Angie's List?
No, I trust Mario with my life, though his brother seems slightly less trustworthy. But please, keep it silent because I do not want to arouse suspicion.
Understandable, and understandable. Okay, you have my word.
Thank you.
Kind elf. I just wanted to bring it to your attention in case that there was something the rest of the party needed to be aware of for our upcoming travels, since they will be with us. Do you know if the princess will be joining us on our travels?
I believe Zelda will be joining us, yes. She's not too shabby with her magic as well, and I believe that her and the King of Mushrooms have a relationship as well.
Gotcha. Awesome. Cool.
Question.
Thank you.
When I look at Zelda,
Mm-hmm.
do I believe that she's full mage, or does she have her sword equipped with her? What Zelda are we using here?
She wears she's not wearing any armor per se. She's wearing very thick and defined robes that look very like they could withstand battle. And at her hip,
Kind of like mage robes, per se, like a light armor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she does have on her hip a short sword, but it is not in. The scabbard, for example, is very detailed with gold trim and inlay, so it's not necessarily clear to you, I'd say. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
Okay. I will use this new pair of dice that I got from a good friend of mine.
Thanks, good friend.
Insight.
No, investigation, not insight.
Oh, investigation. Great. That's totally worse. It's 5.
Yeah, you can't really tell, but based on the look of the weapon, you're not sure if it is more for decoration and prestige or if it is a functional weapon. It's hard to tell.
All right. I'm just trying to get an idea of how capable she could be in battle.
Of course.
So yeah. All right.
So what per se would you roll, I guess, to proceed? Like, we're packing up camp and everything. We're about to start moving forward. Yep. And as of right now, it is just Karik, Aurelia, and Iker. So, and then, of course, and Mario's Link and Zelda. So what would you roll in order to start making plans with the party so that we can proceed forward and know where to go?
Yeah, so as you guys all finish kind of packing up, you have your conversation with Link and you guys all share. Link stands right on the border of the Brilliant Forest, and he gets down on all fours, and he's essentially going to do a survival check to see if he can find footsteps or tracks that would lead him to believe which path.
Is there a way that I could help him with that? With either an investigation or...
I'll say anybody who wants to assist him, go ahead and also roll a survival check. And this will be...
So it would be survival more so than investigation.
Yeah, because you're specifically looking for tracks. And it's
D20 for survival.
Yep.
All right. I got 20. Not natural.
Nice.
20.
I got a 17.
I have 5.
Okay.
So Chris, it looks like we're going with your 20.
So actually, yeah, you even trumped the Rangers. So
hell yeah.
So yeah, Link gets down, and all the three of you kind of get down to assist him. And Kark, you actually notice right away there's a set. There's 2 paths in front of where you're going. One that kind of leads to the northwest, and one that leads to the southeast. And you can tell that there's a set of tracks that when you really get down and look, it appears as if something was dragged this way. It almost looks like heels were dug into the ground and there was a struggle that proceeded here. There's some broken twigs and etc. Link is actually looking on the other path, very intensely kind of on his hands and knees.
When you say other path, are we talking like a fork in the road? So which side is Karik looking on when he discovers this? Is it the right or left?
The right path.
So Link is on the left side then, and what has he seen over there? Does it seem like that's like the past, less traveled or less
He's kind of taking a good look at it. As far as he can tell, he hasn't found it. He hasn't seen anything yet. So he's about to start walking over to it.
I asked Link, how often are abductions in this forest?
He looks at you and goes, they're not common. It's... The princess has a way of going missing. Other than that, the forest is not necessarily a safe place, but as far as abductions, not many other than the Highland dwarves tend to travel this far. And at that point, Mario steps forward and goes, Aye, we walk into these forests and we harvest the mushrooms and herbs that gather here. It's part of our livelihood.
Because there's tracks leading off in the other direction of somebody being dragged.
And as soon as you point those out to them, both Link and Mario kind of focus in and take a look at that, and they are it's very obvious, like you already were aware of, that there was a struggle here, and they're Mario looks at you and goes, "Aye, good eyes, son. It looks like this is the way she was taken."
Now, Mario, what would the princess be doing out this far in the forest, do you think, and so far away from her castle?
And why isn't she traveling with anyone? Why was she going by herself? If she is royalty, she should be traveling with someone.
Some kind of guard.
Right.
I already told her last episode, need to put a belt on that bitch.
Or like a leash, like the ones they have on kids, you know?
I mean,
Disney and
they
stuff.
have a leash, but that's their bedroom business. guys.
Mario, as you ask
Here we
this,
go!
Mario, as you ask this, actually looks slightly embarrassed as he says, I asked the princess if I could accompany her, but she's very proud. She comes out here to hunt this very specific mushroom. It's called the 1-up mushroom.
Oh,
Wow.
one-up mushroom, you
I
say.
wonder what a 1-up's in.
Dibs.
It
We're
is very
gonna
rare.
discuss this later.
Right.
So,
I want that.
where would now whoever would have taken the princess? Do you think they would have also had a similar interest in this specific mushroom that she was searching for, or do you think they were specifically just after her?
It's very possible that it was about the mushroom, but the princess has her power all her own. She's a powerful woman, and her father has great magic. Someone who could take the princess away could essentially get the king of mushrooms to do anything.
I mean, she probably would fetch a nice dowry, let's be honest.
It is
but-
true, yes.
Okay. All right, so what do you guys want to do as far as deciding? Do we want to go down the path that she was taken? Do you think that could be a distraction of some sorts, and they could have pulled her off into the woods and off of the road? Where do you guys want to go from here?
Well, look, if everyone thinks that that's the way she was dragged and they think the tracks are that fresh, I say we
Where
go for it.
the
I think
tracks?
that could be towards
Do the
danger
tracks
for
now?
us.
From what he saw, and he's
We
now
have a
pointed it out. We're
huge
all
party.
investigating it at this
Yes,
point.
absolutely. You were all, and now that it's there, it's one of those things like,
So,
oh, of course.
can we
right.
tell that the tracks are continuing down the path, or did it look like she was actually taken off path?
It appears
Like-
the kind of heels that were, or the grooves that are ground into the ground go forward for about 10 or 15 feet, and then those
They're just
go
gone.
away. But you do see about 4 or 5 deep footsteps, as if something that was carrying quite a bit of weight continued on. And then past that, it seems even those tracks dissipate. But it does seem as if
And it's more than likely due to the road getting thicker rather
Yes.
than them just vanishing or something.
Yeah, but-
As far as we can assume.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm
That
guessing we
was
should go
really-
down we should go down the path, clearly.
Yeah,
So what do we wanna
I can run ahead.
Okay,
I'm small, so I'm gonna take a while.
I know.
do we wanna we already
Carry
technically
me on your shoulders. Do it again.
Well, we technically already rolled an investigation to
Yes.
discover the tracks, so I don't know.
I'm gonna roll
Look,
an athletics
I'm-
with those trees.
If it's too much to handle, I won't go in alone. You guys are going to be right behind me. And if you really need to speed up, you can sing.
Well, see, I don't have a lot of insight, but I feel like if someone has stronger insight, we could try to get together an idea or a plan on what to do as far as continuing forward. Do we want to go together, or are we going to
Why can't
split
we
the
get
party
any
up?
horses and just go on the horses if they have any, or goats?
We
or-
don't. We're traveling by foot.
All right, let's. We're going after those tracks.
Right, but
How?
how? That's what we're saying. How are we going to do it? Are we going to split up? Or are we all going to go in one
I don't think we
group?
should split up. No. I
No.
don't
I
we
think
should
it's too
split up.
early to
Number
split up.
number one D&D rule: never split the party.
Never.
Okay,
That's a good way to die.
okay. Putting a pin in that. Never split the party. Thing 1 and thing 2 over here. The first thing we did when we got into a dungeon was you two split the fucking party. I would just like to take a moment to put a pause.
I'm sorry.
We were in one giant room, though.
Let me just take a moment for every viewer out there to know that these two are arguing with me on splitting the party. But literally the very beginning of this fucking game, what did you do, Karik?
I went to follow the mission.
I went and I split the fucking party.
It was his fault.
I split the party and I took the dwarf and all she did was punch me the whole time while the rest of the group had to fend for them fucking selves and then I got bukkake by a bunch of
I didn't get to fight. I mean, I got stuck behind the entire time.
because Chris was getting bukkake by a bunch of goblins. Because what did we do? We split the party. So no, I'm not saying we split the party right now. I'm saying we need to figure out how far we have to go before we can split. We're gonna have to split up eventually. Mario and or Link.
Let's not do it till
Who's
we need
more
to.
familiar with this area? I'm guessing it's the brothers Mario.
Yes, they are much more familiar with this area.
Mario, I'm guessing what could I roll in a percent? I don't necessarily feel like I need to roll a persuasion, but does he know the nearest town nearby? Somewhere we could head in that direction that follows along this path. Maybe somebody has seen something.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be traveling salesmen or some kind of farms or villagers along the way.
So he steps forward and he kind of thinks.
Yeah, like a
minute.
vacuum salesman in the middle of fucking Meridian Forest.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's actually one crossing by right now. No,
these are bagless.
So he tells you that on the other side of this, forest, there is an island. There's a small encampment named Zivart.
Okay.
That is the closest village to where you.
Do we know if they're friendly or not?
Yeah, he kind of chuckles and goes, they're traders. They're friendly as long as you've got coin or business.
Gotcha. My type of people.
Mine too.
Perfect. So,
All right.
okay, let's head that, and that's down the same road for where we see those footsteps that eventually just kind of dissipate.
Both paths will lead us there, but if this is the way the princess was taken, I think this is the way we should go.
That is the way we should go. Okay, so that's settled on that then. Let's start heading to the town.
Right.
Yes.
We're going down the right path.
Yes,
Yes.
we're going down the right path. Right, or the right
The one
fork
with
in
the tracks.
road.
The correct path or the right one?
The directional right.
Oh.
Or as Chris would say, my directional left, since my directions are backwards. It's very
They
true.
really are.
It's very bad.
So, as you guys start to head into this forest, it's a very different kind of forest than the first one that you guys originally arrived in, where Link was. Where Link was very open. You could essentially see for maybe 100+ feet before, as long as you step the right way where you can see trees. This is a very dense forest where, as you start to venture in, maybe about 10 or 15 minutes, the canopy becomes so dense that certain areas are completely obscured by the canopy. There are areas where the path kind of clears, but for the most part, it's very densely covered.
In this situation, would you recommend a perception or an investigation?
If you're just generally looking around to make sure that nothing's going wrong, perception.
Okay, so I would like to roll a perception roll just to make sure that I can at least try to see as far ahead as possible, check out the trees, make sure there's nothing moving around that's going to jump out at us, because if she was abducted, and if it was the princess that was abducted, assumingly so, they could still be around, or usually in areas like this you have bandits, some kind of monsters.
We could be getting ambushed at any time.
Yeah, literally, and it can be completely unrelated. So.
Absolutely.
Should
We'll
have
go ahead
a
and
repel.
anybody, actually, let me get a marching order. Who's in front?
Me.
Not me.
Chris is definitely in front. Karik is in front.
I'm on the side, I feel like.
You're probably,
Like,
it
off
would
to the
more
side.
likely be Karik, and then Eker is off to the side,
I'm always on
and
the
then
side
I'm
usually.
probably just about even with Eker, but I'm definitely trailing behind them because, one, I'm smoking, and two, I'm just in general wary of the party. Now, as far as Mario, I'm assuming he is walking even
Yeah, Mario.
with Karik, because Mario knows the area better than us, so he's leading the way.
Mhm. Mario's going to be up in front with Karik, and Zelda is going to be kind of in the middle, whereas Luigi and
Luigi and Link are in the back, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So I think, and because of how that
that's
talk
safe.
I had with Link,
Right.
That's safe. That's real safe.
Well,
Put the
what-
people with the issues together.
because of the talk I've had with Link, like I said, I'm about even with Eker, and it's probably like Zelda is in between Karik and I'm like straggling right behind Eker, but directly in front of Link, so I can watch Luigi in my peripherals.
Absolutely.
Since now that Link and I have established that
Perfect.
thing. Okay.
So let's go ahead. Everybody who wants to, go ahead and roll a perception roll for us.
That'd be 20.
Yes.
I will eventually remember this, guys. I swear to God, I will. So
15.
I am sitting at a
14.
9.
15. I got the most.
So
Okay.
she's got the most,
Yeah.
and you are probably in a better view since you are off to
Right.
the side, so you can see forward and to the
And
side.
I can also see, like, if I were to, like, I can see the
Tilt.
front and to the side and my profile. I can
Yep.
see.
She also naturally knows which way is north.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
That's a very weird thing to just naturally know.
Hey, it's a dwarf
I
thing.
blame myself.
Dwarf thing.
Dwarf thing.
It's
a dwarf thing.
It's a short person thing. Yeah.
So as you guys
I'm just
venture
a
forward
dwarf
for
from the north.
as you guys venture forward for maybe about 10 or 15 minutes, like I said, into the area, and you guys are really starting to look around, you spot right away with your perception roll as you look around that up top of one of the trees there's a rustling, and you've seen birds and you've seen other creatures, but it does appear that whatever is moving in the canopy seems to be a little bit larger. And as you venture forward a little bit more, you see that it is following you.
Whoa, shit.
Cool.
Hey, guys, there's something following us.
I don't think you should yell at Eker considering something's following
No,
us.
I don't yell it. I actually am,
Who do you tell first? That's the big question.
Aurelia.
I mean, yeah, I am closer to her, so.
True. I'm gonna lean over and I'm gonna be, Aurelia, I don't wanna, like,
I can't wait till this
scare you or scare the group, and I definitely don't want anyone to know besides you right now. There's something. up in
Wait
the
a god
trees.
dang minute, because if I remember correctly, I think I got me a stun spell, so if you did tell me, I might be able to stun whatever is following us.
Yo, girl, there's something else
Help.
trying to kill us.
It's been a minute.
I know it has.
No, I know I got the stun spell the last
But
time
I'm
we
gonna
did
tell
this,
you
though.
too, so don't worry.
So you tell
No,
him as well?
you did not grab a spell.
I tell her, I kind of lean off
I
to the
didn't grab
side,
one?
and I'm like, as
Son
we're
of a
walking,
bitch.
She
and
has
I
them.
go like
We
this.
don't have her yet, though.
I know.
Okay. I kind of walking, and I
Also,
lean over to like
spoilers.
Aurelia, and I go, Aurelia, no, shit's getting real, and there's something up there. It's rustling.
Okay.
And then I speed up a little bit with my little legs. I go to
So-
Eric, and I go, yeah, there's something up in the tree. I don't want to like alarm anyone right now, but don't tell the others because I don't really trust them. I kind of trust
So
you guys, that's
only
about it.
our core group knows. No one else
Right.
does.
I don't
So
want
Oh, sweet, I know.
Yeah.
you
Yeah, and
know,
you're in the
I
front.
know,
Yeah,
and
I kinda
she
like-
knows. The brothers of Mario,
You
Zelda,
have to really
and
hustle.
Link do not. So with this being said, I naturally have a +3 stealth. I would like to roll a stealth, and if possible, I would like to kind of like dip off from the group
Absolutely.
and
No.
Should-
not
should-
not far enough
Yeah,
away
okay.
to where I am without, like, they can't see me,
Okay.
but I can see them. I just kind of like
Go ahead and roll
kind of
something. Yep,
meter
absolutely.
into
got you.
the denseness, and I'm following whatever she pointed out as following us because I have good stealth, so I could probably more than likely keep up with it.
I got you. Go ahead and roll yourself.
Remember
Which
that
one,
time we were
for
told that
stealth?
we shouldn't
Is
split
it
the
still
party
20?
by the person who was yelling
I'm
at
just
us?
gonna see
Basically,
what's
anything,
always-
unless we're in attack, and even when unless we're in initiative, you're going to roll a d20 because that's going to be you're just looking around.
All right, so that puts my stealth at 11.
11. Okay, so as you kind of, as you guys venture forward, there is a place where the canopy opens up and it shows this nice defined path, but you kind of step into the tree line a little bit while the rest of them continue on this main path, and you kind of hide yourself among the trees as best as you think you can. While you're doing that and while you're venturing forward, you hear, "Ah!" and you look back, and from the top of the trees, something comes down and grabs Zelda and pulls her up into the tree, and she's disappeared into the canopy. What are you guys doing?
Good. Fucking trust her anyways.
Who has
Bye.
I have acrobatics.
Okay.
I can go up into the trees and follow them.
So you're trying to-
I'm gonna stay down and just
Who
keep
has
my weapon out.
athletics? Who has athletics?
Luigi at that moment looks and sees her get taken, and you see him go into the tree line and start he essentially
Bye.
disappears into the tree line and looks like he's climbing up
Because
the
I
tree
feel
line.
like acrobatics would be best for climbing the tree, but at the same time, my athletics are not very good.
Yeah, to climb the tree, I mean, you can
My-
kind of like
mine are
parkour
both.
and flip up a tree, but
My
it's mostly
athletic
going to
is
be
5.
athletics.
I have a +5.
Are you going to follow Luigi?
Fuck no, I don't care about him.
But he's falling for Zelda.
I don't care about her either.
Oh my god. Eker,
Oh.
what are your athletics?
I'm eager.
She's eager. I'm Karik.
I know. What are your athletics,
Wow.
Karik?
My athletics are +4.
So as you guys are sitting here trying to figure out what's going on,
I'm
you hear this,
myself.
man, man,
Can I whip out my weapon now?
Yeah, weapons come out. She's like,
Oh
she's
my
just
God,
standing there with
is
it.
it a manky?
And you hear Mank, and you hear Prime.
Oh,
Prime.
damn it.
No!
Damn
And
it.
all of a sudden, so go ahead and put your figs down here. Where you guys at? So you guys are somewhere around this general vicinity.
Bitch, I was like, no, manky.
Not a Manky.
And then it's
Right.
help. I got
Yep.
little arms.
So you would be kind of in the same cluster right about there.
Put me a square back because that's about
Right there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And
Lucky
this is going to be Mario, and Link, who's going to be
My OC.
right here in the middle.
As soon as you made those sounds, I immediately thought of like the old Game Boy when they're like the battle.
I'm so glad because that's exactly what I'm going for. So it's at that moment you just hear that, and all of a sudden these two large, like ape-like creatures that have these like they look like they have shackles connected to their wrists and their ankles swing down from the trees and there.
Where are you, Aurelia? Get your ass back
And you just hear,
here.
Hurry up and help!
So all of a sudden,
Damn it!
Call your animals. Oh, fuck.
and you just hear, so you see this large creature swing down from the tree.
It's true.
Prime, and then from popped out behind you here, these two smaller
What
creatures.
the fuck are those things
Mank.
here?
I told you they were mankies. Those bitches.
I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me.
God damn it.
Hell yeah!
Which one? That's also
I'm
20.
gonna prove that
Alright,
I'm the
so
best
this is
fighter.
being a death
I'm gonna be
I might
the
be
very
small
best
and
monk.
short.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
Hold on 1 second for me, guys. Oh! The one time it isn't really as invaluable though.
I know.
I rolled a 1.
Can I get a surprise round?
For 20? No.
Oh.
You're lucky. You guys
I
were
get a
waited
surprise round for rolling a 1.
the opposite. Sorry.
Damn it.
Died.
Jack, I thought we were friends.
We were.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Hey, we were until I rolled a 1. I
At
let
least
you
I'm not the
down.
last one this time. Like every fucking time we
Okay.
roll initiative.
Let me go ahead and get your. Oh no! I just messed my map up.
It's so beautiful, by the way.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Changed the game, man. I'm telling you what.
It's very well drawn.
Thank you. I drew this myself
Definitely.
in Photoshop. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so Iker, let me go ahead and get your initiative.
4.
Ooh, yeah. You guys are gonna win
Not
this
a
one.
1.
That's true. 4?
I got a 1.
Oh, that's right.
Well, plus your initiative.
And
Or-
it's good because
Wait.
Yeah, plus dex. Because that's,
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Oh, just kidding.
Nat
just
ones
kidding.
are actually not a nat 1 in
Just
initiative, which is
kidding.
nice.
I got a 4.
I got it. I'm a liar
Good
too.
She's got 7.
Okay,
got
so
7.
4 and 7. All right. And then-
My initiative is 23.
Ooh, baby. So guess what? You're going first, Kark. What are you gonna do?
Kick ass.
I'm going to do exactly what Kark would do.
Kick
Go for the
ass.
big guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
So you gotta so you charge at him, and he's kind of standing like
You and I
he's
need
got
to
like
take
2
her
legs
to
down on the
the
ground, and he's got 1 leg kind of propped, and he's kind of just like
He's got
prime.
Yeah, you're my prime target.
Let's see it. So you're gonna close
You're
the
gonna
gap
be
on him?
prime me. All right. My character is going to rush right at him.
Bit.
Yes, and I ran at least 10 feet, correct?
Yep, you did run exactly 10 feet.
That activates my
What was
feet.
that? That activates.
Yeah, that activates.
That activates. That's his character voice.
Oh my
It's
god.
Carrick, and that activates my defeat.
I don't have to save you.
You probably won't because you'll die first.
So that activates my feet, which means that my first attack on this round gets an extra +1 on the attack and the damage.
All right, nice.
All right. So I will be attacking him with my dagger.
All right, let's see you do it.
All right. Let's hope this works. This is my Prince of Persia dagger.
So yeah, it pulls out this dagger that you guys see as it kind of hits the sun. You see that the glass handle of it shines, and you see what looks like little particles of material kind of bounce around as he pulls it back and jabs it into the creature.
Let's hope I do
Let's
that.
see if you do that. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't drink it.
Damn it!
Oh.
9.
9 does not hit. So you kind of stab, and this creature is very dexterous as it kind of shoof, just like ducks one shoulder, and the stab comes over your shoulder, and he goes, prime.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what? I'm going to be. I'm going to use my bonus attack to attack him again with
Okay.
my martial arts.
All right, let's see it.
1.
Surprisingly, you pull back and you're like, I got this, and you go to stab yourself again, and you literally just like almost catch your own robe as it billows, and you like, and you just like cut your robe. You got a big old slash in it. Your nipples kind of popping out a little bit.
Every
What
time.
a nerd.
I would like
Pulling
to.
a Janet Jackson. In
Yeah,
the
that's
middle.
exactly what it is. Yep.
cool. All right.
Turns out Karek was wearing star pasties. Maybe
Yeah, like and you just see like a little tassel just like starts to spin.
Okay. Well,
He's not denying it. I just want everybody.
I want everyone to be aware.
For all those watching right now, he's not denying the
Look. As a monk, you gotta take armor where you can get it. All right. You gotta take armor where you can get it.
It's like
it's
like,
metal somewhere on you. All
yep,
right.
There you go.
Little stars.
What's it called?
I like to think it's like electrical tape X's actually, because he's kind of like, you know, he's not gonna spend a bunch of money, but it's like
because he's a monk. Like he doesn't care about material possessions.
right, exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my key points.
Okay.
I'm going to use it to do my patient defense.
Okay, so as you slice yourself up and exposing your nipple, the creature looks at you and it's like, prime, and we're just like, huh, and you kind of like drop into this nice defensive stance, kind of very gently, like ready to go. Cool.
Yeah. So when he attacks, he will automatically have disadvantage on attacking me.
Awesome. That's your turn.
That is my turn.
Wonderful.
And I tell Mario, get in on this.
At that, it's actually the two creatures in the back, Mank, and they charge forward. They're gonna run 5, 10 at you, Iker, and 5, 10, 15 at you, Aurelia.
Okay. Shit.
They're both going to take their attacks on you. Okay, shoot.
Hey Jack, quick question.
Yep.
So with one of these attacks, it says if I were to strike it, hit or miss, it's going to explode, and each creature within 5 feet would
Take damage.
take damage.
Oh, yeah.
Would that also include my creature as well?
Like you yourself?
Yes.
No, it'd be everybody around you, unless it specifically
What about
says.
my party members?
Yeah, it would.
Because that's what I'm worried about is her.
If it doesn't specify enemies or allies,
It
and
just says creatures.
creatures.
So the only one not getting hurt is me, but there's a good chance Iker and Link are going to get damaged.
You
if
said
they
it's
do
in
this.
10 feet?
It says within 5 feet of the point where the ice exploded.
So that will actually, because technically you're kind of on a thing, so technically it would be Link, but not Iker.
Oh, cool. I don't care about Link attacking.
I mean, I care about but alright.
Iker, that's a natural 20 for you, and Aurelia, that's going to be a 12 for you.
For what?
For
your armor class?
Okay, gotcha.
Is it above?
Well, my armor class says 15.
Mine says
So that's, yeah, so Iker gets hit, Aurelia does not.
Wait, I get hit with what?
With this essentially this ape creature runs at you, Mank, and he just hits you, and it like you can tell that when he winds up, he basically does like a softball pitch. He like winds his arms twice and slams into you because it's a critical. You're gonna take
a lot of damage. It's
wow.
You're gonna take 9, 10, 11, 12 points.
Not yet.
You're gonna take.
I'm pretend I didn't hear that.
You're gonna take 12 points of
Oh,
bludgeoning
that's not
damage.
bad actually. I have 50 points, so I don't fucking care.
Um,
What's 50 minus 12?
Do something, Arena Fett.
I'm
Oh
not good
wait.
at math. I'm just gonna do minus 12.
Okay, Iker, and it's actually your turn.
Oh, it's 42. I can count. That's not it.
I can't reverse math. You mean subtraction?
I was like, what?
Okay.
Okay, your turn. What you gonna do?
I don't want to use my specialty items
by the
yet.
way.
Thank you. I don't want to use anything. I kind of want.
Don't you have a weapon?
Okay, can
that
I
you do,
see
like, a
what?
close-
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I see like what that creature has on it? Like,
They don't have any weapons on it. This one, the ones that are fighting you are much smaller.
okay.
They even at your dwarven form, they probably only come up to about your chest.
okay.
But they kind of are doing like they're doing like one of these numbers, and their arms are up. So when he came and hit you, he like swung his arm back and like kind of
Okay.
punched you. But they're very
It like
agile.
almost like jackhammered your head.
Yeah.
Can I use
exactly.
my new item?
Oh, you sure can. I didn't make those item cards for nothing.
They're so pretty. Can I read it?
You sure can.
Okay.
Did anybody do one of those?
Yeah.
Is
For
that
all
what
the viewers
this
out
is?
there.
Yeah, yours are just actually.
This is called a bob. This is called small sound black figure with 2 small legs sticking out of the bottom. Ha ha ha. On one side there is a silver knob. There are 2 white oval dots on his face. Anyone knows what that's from? It's 8d6 fire damage. So I wind the knob and set the bomb on its way.
Okay.
Straight line for 30 feet or until it comes in contact with a living creature. This lovely thing. It will climb over any obstacles in its way and has its own space, an initiative and stealth roll of a 16 and movement of 15. Once detonation, all creature in a 20-foot radius sphere will make a DC 14 DEX saving throw or 8d6 fire damage. or half as much rate damage on a successful one.
So you're gonna wind that up and you're gonna send it towards the creature right in front of you.
Okay, before I do, will it damage anything else around me?
It will damage everything in this is a 20 feet.
20 feet radius.
So that will damage everybody, basically. 5, 10, 15,
Shit.
20. That will
Okay, I don't want
damage.
to hurt them though.
That'll damage everybody
No.
except for this one.
Okay, I'm a liar. I just read that for you so you all know.
Now you know she's got that
Now
really
you
cool
know,
item.
I have it. I'm not gonna use it though.
Humble brand.
I just want to use my battle axe.
I have
Okay.
this apocalypse
That's
tag. I'm not gonna use it yet.
I have faith
When
in
the
my battle
apocalypse
axe.
comes, I'm ready.
So it's a 1d8 plus 3 slash.
So go ahead and roll a d20 to see if it hits. As this creature's kind of just bouncing back and forth. Mate.
Mike, who the fuck are you looking at? 15
15.
plus 5.
Yep,
so.
it hits. So you just swing that axe, and you like, as it bounces back, you hit it, and it hits it right over the neck, kind of driving into the center of its torso. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yes, same.
Yeah, do it. No, it'll be the D8. Or D,
Oh.
what is it? D8, 8, or whatever.
Yeah, it's a D8. It'll say so
Yeah, it
on the
should be on your
damage.
thing.
Yeah, it's a D8.
Yeah, haha.
Is this a D8?
Yes.
I know the damage of the battle axe.
A 7?
Okay, plus your strength modifier.
Strength modifier. The one in the box,
Plus
yep.
3, so
Yep, plus 3.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Cool. So yeah, I mean, it's a nice slash. You like cut deep into the creature's body, and the axe kind of like almost
I like that sound.
embeds into its chest, and it's kind of like,
Beautiful.
That's
Yep.
the modifier.
okay, that's your turn. You
Yes.
can move if you'd like. If you do, you can an attack of opportunity on you.
Is he down, or is he just kind of like...
He's really, he's in, by definition, he's bloodied. So he's
But
really
he's not
injured,
down.
but he's not down.
Cool, I'm gonna stay there and finish him off
Okay, great.
later.
So that's your turn. So looking at you, even though you're in your defensive stance, this creature's just gonna look at you, kind of bobbing back and forth, and go, Brian! And he's actually going to attack you recklessly, so it's gonna negate your defense, your...
Wait, was I supposed to attack him?
No, you're after this, Brian.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, did you skip?
No, it's just...
No, she didn't attack. She took damage from them.
Yeah. No, luckily he just missed you. He came at you and kind of did the same kind of softball pitch over, and you were just like, oh!
Basically.
So he's gonna attack you, but it's gonna negate your patient defense because he sees you kind of go into this patient defense, and he's just like, no, I'm mad at you. And he's go, "Rah!"
I'm
and
the
he's,
key point for this douche.
sorry. And he's gonna, and actually he's going to attempt to, he's gonna like come over with the arm, but he's gonna drop down and he's gonna back kick you right in the chest, or he's gonna attempt to.
Ow.
That's gonna be a natural 2, so that's definitely not gonna hit. The other one is gonna be 18.
That hits.
All right. So as he kicks you right into the chest, you take only 5 points of bludgeoning damage, but I need you to do a strength saving throw because the hit is so intense in your chest, it almost knocks you backwards and knocks the wind out of you.
Not giving up on you, new dice set. Don't fail me now. 7.
7. So as the hit drives into your chest, it's going to be an extra 4 damage. And you fall prone as the foot drives into you, and the shackle that's on his ankle, it's like kind of drives into your rib cage, causing extra damage and causing you to fall prone.
I'm knocked prone.
Yeah.
Wow.
He goes, Brian.
Oh, bitch. I'm sorry, friend. I need to kill this guy with my own dice.
Oh, really? You're up.
Nobody puts Kark in a corner.
Except for us.
Except for nobody but my own friends put me in the corner. All right, Riley, what are you gonna do? I like
Getting
that.
better.
You like that, did you?
It's every single fight, isn't this?
Every time he just gets his ass kicked more and more, and it just
It's
makes me
better
so
and better.
happy. I'm sorry, Carl.
One day,
So
I stand with Kark. One day,
I
you will win a
would
fight
like
and you won't get your
to
ass
use
whooped.
because I don't think I've had a chance to use it. I do want to use my Kirby one.
Yeah. So yeah, she pulls out this wand, and you guys,
It's adjacent to you.
yeah, you got.
It like so I pull it out and basically it is this beautiful ornate bone wand.
That looks like this.
Yeah, sorta.
That'd be cool.
Except it would normally have a star instead of a heart, but whatever, you know. I'll use this instead. It's because it's cuter. It's way cuter. So it adds +1 to my spell attacks, and it says while I'm holding it, I can expend 1 shooting star. So that's what I'm gonna do to the Mankey that's directly in front of me.
Okay.
The star deals 1d6 points of bludgeoning damage and 1d6 points of fire damage.
Awesome. So you kind of swing the wand through the air, and it kind of shines. Like as you do the momentum, it shines brightly, and it goes forward. So you're gonna do a ranged spell attack. So it's gonna be your D20 plus your spell modifier, which is knowledge, or which is intelligence, because you are a 3.5 thing for you guys. It's gonna be intelligence for you because you're a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me what it is.
Okay, so D20 and then the +3 for intelligence. So 10, that puts it at a 13.
That's gonna be just enough.
Yeah, wait, doesn't your Kirby one give you a +1 naturally?
Yeah, it gives me a +1 naturally.
So it'll be 14. So no
it
matter
would
what,
be
whenever you attack with it,
14.
yep. And it's just enough when you swing and it hits it, and literally a star flies out of it, hitting the creature, and it just goes, Mike! So go ahead and roll the damage.
And that's with the D6.
Yeah, it'll be.
Yeah, use that cosplay deviance dice.
It says D6 because it's one kind of, it's bludgeoning and fire. So whatever the card says.
It's bludgeoning and fire, so no matter what I roll, that counts for both of those.
Yeah, it says. Does it say 1d6 for each?
Yes.
So
it says deals 1d6 points of bludgeoning and 1d6 points of fire, and it says this ability can be used as many times as half my casting
modifier.
minimum.
So that's 3, and it rounds up, so it's 2.
Okay.
So you can use it one more time after this. So go ahead, roll the d6 twice, 1 for the force and 1 for the fire.
Gotcha. Okay, so for the force.
Or for the bludgeoning.
Bludgeoning.
For the bludgeoning, it's a 3.
Okay.
And then for my fire, it is going to be a 4. So is that the 3 plus the 6?
Yeah, it'll be 4.
Bludgeoning was 9, and then fire was 10.
No, so your modifier you add to the total. So you rolled a 4 and a 3, so 4, 5, 6, 7, then plus your modifier.
So yeah, it's 10.
Is that what you said?
No, I'm so confused.
Your modifier doesn't get added to both dice. It only gets added to the total roll.
And the 6 is the modifier?
No, the 3 is your modifier.
Oh, for my intelligence.
Yes, there you go. So it's 10 total. Because it's going to be 6 plus the 3. Or, 6.
Yeah,
7,
6, 10. Okay, yeah. No, I see what you're saying now. I was sitting here going based on, like, I see. That's die 6. I'm getting...
Yeah, it's the same thing like if you crit, you double the dice.
Yeah, I get
But you
that
don't
now.
double your modifier.
So, yeah, so all in all, that was a 10.
Perfect. Yeah, so it slams into the creature, and you see it like literally like leave a singed hair on its body as it like Mank.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. You could move, but it'll take a attack of opportunity on you. You have a bonus action if you want to use it.
You have a list of bonus actions.
Where are my bonus actions? I gotta like find them. There's like
It's
so
the
many
very
things.
last page.
That's race features. That's class features. What is that even doing in here?
I organized that earlier.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I organized your paper for you, so now you can't find anything.
Yeah, I know. Thank you, Chris. No, but really, God bless America. All right, it's fine. 2 seconds.
Yeah, the reference sheet.
Okay. Don't need that. I believe also has a
Okay,
YouTube
so let's
page.
we'll keep going, and then you can find it on your next encounter.
no,
Okay, so
I
since
have
I
it.
can't, you have it.
Oh.
You have to pull it up first.
Good lord. So while he's doing that, you know what? I'm gonna just take the risk. I want to get the fuck away from this monkey.
Okay.
What can I do?
So
Get
yeah,
the fuck away
you can go
from
ahead and
this
take your full movement. You haven't moved at all, so you can move, but it's going to take an opportunity.
Which die do I use?
Well, no, your movement is free. So which way do you want to move? Do you want to move towards Link? Do you want to move towards Icar? Or do you wanna move towards
I wanna like kind of move towards Icar.
Okay.
But like
Behind me, kind of.
right there.
Right there.
Exactly
Okay,
right there, but turn me to face both
All right.
Mankeys.
I have texted you once again the picture of your reference sheet.
Okay, in my defense, the reference sheet was in here at one point, so whatever you did with it is on you, you big old nerd.
As you walk away, the Mank is just like woof, and he kind of swings his fist like backhand at you, but he's like kind of still distracted by the burning star in his chest, and so he just misses. So you're able to get away from him without actually taking any
Graceful little
damage.
swing.
Little graceful little swing.
I know.
And I just want everybody to know I do love Chris, and I'm just giving him a hard time, but he did lose my reference sheet, so I'm mad at him.
At that point, Mario is going to charge forward, and he's going to engage the creature that had knocked Kark prone, and he's going to charge forward. He goes, "Don't worry, friend," and he kind of just
Wow, Mr. Loyal.
and he kind of just runs with his like heavy plate armor, and he swings his axe at him.
He's got an axe?
Technically, it's a hammer. Sorry, technically. It's a hammer.
Yeah, come on now.
And that's gonna hit, so he just slams into him, and you see just like it crack into the creature's shoulder. And you in a close proximity, you actually hear bones like crack and break under the weight of the hammer as he drives down to one knee.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well, I tired him out.
I gotta wait for you, like on the ground, out of breath.
I
Like,
loosened the key.
I loosened the top for you.
I got it for you.
And just slams in and does like a nice chunk of damage just like right out of his shoulder.
I'm sorry, I did tune out for just a second. Did that Mankey didn't go to attack me at all?
He did, but he missed.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I'll have my awesome moment.
You're good. Absolutely. Link at that moment is going to turn around now that you're not in the creature's way. He's going to pull out his bow and stoosh. He's going to take 2 shots at the Mank.
Oh, he would take 2 shots. That's a nice reference to the new Smash Brothers game for Link.
There you go. I haven't played it, but if you do, there you go. I referenced it. I didn't even
One
know.
for the monk.
It hasn't come out yet.
Oh, there you go. That's why I haven't played it yet. See? One's gonna hit and one's not. And so the arrow goes,
One
flies
that will
wide,
hit and
and he
one that won't
lifts up
miss.
to try to dodge it. And as he lifts up his hand, it actually stabs like through his forearm, and it's just like sitting there bleeding. Goes, ah, Mike. I mean, this one right here is looking really bad, like basically close to death.
That's the one that I attacked, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Probably a higher level than us.
True.
And then we're back.
Like gracefully.
And then we're back at the top of the round. Kark, you're up.
Can I?
Or you're actually down.
Wait.
Technically, you're down. I love that.
Oh, good. You're all
She's not even in the party yet. She's already sassing Chris. I love it so much.
So you want to stand up?
I will get up
Okay,
with
so that's-
15 points of my
It
movement.
took him 15 feet to stand on his feet because he kept like sliding around like grease because that's Dungeons and Dragons.
I am not going to sit down unless
Did
this
you
guy
just
has
say
me.
Karik had grace? Get the fuck out of here. That's not a thing.
She was like,
He's like, Karik's got grace.
I do the jump. I do the jump up, and I look the
And you
primate dead in the
immediately fall
eye,
back like
and I say,
ass.
"You're gonna get arm thrusted, pal."
And Primate was just like, Mape?
Yeah, he does like kind of like the gorilla thing. That,
Bring it. He's
Yeah.
like bowing up so hard.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, come on, bring
He
it,
actually is
bro.
doing it.
This guy's gonna Kark arm thrust for sure.
Okay. Let's see the
Right.
card arm thrust.
Well, first the dagger because
Okay.
that's important. All right, so 20.
That'll definitely do it. Yeah.
Finally.
So as it's kind of swinging at you and it's kind of puffing up, at this point he doesn't necessarily see you as a threat because of the first attack, but he's gotten cocky, so you drive that dagger right into the heart of his chest.
Good.
Go ahead and roll damage.
4.
4 points. So as it slabs in, this creature is pretty dense. Like he's got a really thick hide, so the dagger does cut and drive in, but it doesn't. He doesn't penetrate too deep, so you only do that much damage.
Yeah, well,
Shut
guess
up,
what?
Mariah.
I got another attack, and I will be using another key point because I will not let this stupid monkey have the better of me. So
Okay.
I'm going to make 2 martial arts attacks.
Okay, so you kind of like you stab the dagger and then you pull back and you doof doof with the fist.
Oh yeah.
Let's see it.
Here we go. 8.
He's not gonna do it.
Well, here comes the second one because it's going right to his nose.
Would you roll, Chris?
8.
Surprisingly, this one works. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, you go to shoot, you go to hit his chest, and you hit it the first time. But again, the dense hide of the creature, it just doesn't really do anything. So you go to swing at the face, but he's just such a dexterous creature that he's able to move out of the way, and you kind of uppercut and just miss him.
Just go like, ow, my wrist. Ah, hurts.
At that point, this mank is gonna close. Is that your turn?
Good. Go to leg.
Yeah, that's my entire turn because I'm not gonna do
Get away
my
from
patient
us.
defense.
Okay. This mank is gonna close the gap on Link, and then this one's gonna take an attack at you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Icarus?
Wait, but my battle axe is like in him still.
Oh yeah, he doesn't
Oh,
care.
okay.
he's got like this shoulder right here, and he's actually gonna try to do a similar attack as what you saw
Okay.
the larger one do to Karik. He's gonna like as it's in him, he's gonna raise up his arm, like raise up his super flexible leg, and try to kick you right in the chest. I'm sorry, I forgot my math. 11
No, they don't.
plus
They're mankeys.
4, so
I bet
that's
they're in a
15
15 what?
to hit. Is that
Oh
your,
God, guys, I need to be healed pretty soon.
is that your armor class?
Armor class is a 15.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, that
Hey,
hits.
I have a question
Yeah.
real quick. Now that I do have my bonus actions, do my healing wards only count for me, or can I heal my party
Yeah, you
members?
can absolutely send that to
Please
anybody that you
heal
want.
me.
That, as soon as
Um,
I heard her say it, I wanted to make sure that my next turn, if I do use a
So I'm
battle
at 38
action,
right
that is
now,
an
and then I'm
option.
talking
Smart, yep,
Thank you.
absolutely. You take 7 points of bludgeoning, and then I need you to do a strength check to see if you were knocked prone as you get hit, and the wind gets knocked out of you. Yep, D20.
Plus my
Plus
strength.
modifier.
Yep.
Don't blow Karen.
18 at 20.
Yeah, so you
I heard that.
you take the shot in the chest, but as you do, you're kind of just flex back and you push the foot back, so you don't take any additional damage, and you're not knocked prone.
So good.
And then actually, it's your turn.
Perfect. I'm just gonna fucking hit him again with my battle axe. I don't fucking care.
Let's see you do it. You gotta pull the axe out,
Yeah,
leaving
I'm
this
just-
big open wound at his shoulder exposed, and then you're just gonna try to hit it
And
again.
I'm like, ah, fuck, bye. He's already injured with that one arm.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, he's like,
Yeah.
ah.
You literally see that, like, it's like the tendons in his shoulder are just kind of
Good.
separated.
I want to hit him in the fucking head. 13 plus.
So much anger.
What
It's
is it,
such a
5?
tiny
That's gonna hit.
person.
Yep.
Yeah, 13 plus 5, so.
So again, you just drive back down in the same injury. Go ahead and roll the damage.
8, right?
Yep. D8 plus your strength modifier.
5.
5 points. Slashing into him. I mean, this creature literally looks like it's on the very inch of death. It's still standing, but it's just like.
I'm falling, but he's like, and he's like,
Yeah, I mean, he's
blood's
got-
coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
like,
he's literally like barely left
Good.
alive.
It's just a flesh
Finish him off.
wound. Yeah.
It's only a fresh wound! Except for it's
It's
saying
already
bang, 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 bang. Okay, then it's this Prime's turn. He's gonna take, actually, he's going to, he looks at both of you, and you just see him, Prime! And he just screams, and you literally watch the hairs on his back and shoulders stand up, and you see these red eyes, like his normally white eyes turn red,
Oh god,
And he's
he's
just
going into rage.
fully, like, super angry. He's gonna take attack at each of you guys.
This is either rage or thrash.
It's going into thrash.
That's gonna be 17 for you, and it's gonna be 18 for Mario. So it's gonna hit Mario and
Yeah,
you.
it'll hit me.
Doesn't hit me.
You're gonna take 12 points of
Pretty
bludgeoning
bad.
damage,
So what's your health at now?
I don't want to talk about it.
No, maybe.
and Mario is gonna take
Really can heal you.
13.
That's why I'm at I have good health still.
As he's just like slam, slam, and just like really aggressively just like screams at you guys as this like pure anger and frustration fills this creature's eyes, and that's going to be the end of its turn.
Hey, reactions are things you do at the beginning.
Reactions are things that you can do at any point in the game. As long it'll specify, as a reaction you can do this, and essentially it'll be like if you get hit, or certain rogues and stuff will have the ability where you can just take the reaction
It's
to
just
disengage.
it's just casting a shield. I didn't know if I could do that.
Yeah, if you get attacked as your reaction, you're like, ah, and you just like throw a magical shield up on yourself.
Okay, but does that count as my spell then?
No, it's just a reaction.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, but it still costs a spell slot to do.
Yes, because it's like think about action, bonus action, reaction. Those are all separate things that you can do independently during.
But it
your
does still cost a spell slot to
Yes,
use.
absolutely. And actually, it's your turn.
This is episode
You
5.
don't need to heal me, but you can finish off the.
Hey, I'm still super new to this. It's gonna take me a while.
You
to
can finish
actually-
off the thing.
Anybody who's new to Dungeons and
It's
Dragons
pretty
is like,
much
that didn't mean
already dead.
nothing.
He's pretty much already dead at this
Your
point.
turn.
He's still.
Oh, was that that doesn't mean nothing? What? Were you being mean to me?
No, I'm just saying, having someone who's played D&D for a long time, 5 sessions, 5 hours of play is nothing.
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
no.
then yeah.
Sometimes you'll play for like
Fuck you,
9
Chris.
I
hours.
heard it half the times I played.
Me?
You were giving me shit
Me
earlier.
very smart and learn things. Okay, so
There's also very good grammar.
Yeah.
That was me.
appreciate person.
What's your turn?
She is a high
Gratitude.
wizard, so
A high wizard.
there you go.
Emphasis
That was
on,
good timing. High five on that.
emphasis on the high.
Okay, so now that I am placed behind Eker and the Mankey that Link is fighting is already pretty damaged,
Mine's
so
pretty
I'm gonna let him. Which one is worse damaged?
The one in front of Link, the one in front of Iker is like literally on the brink of death. He's coughing up
Okay,
blood.
so go ahead and face me towards Link.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast. I gotta make sure that it doesn't hurt him if I cast this.
I'm gonna like yell over once I'm done killing it. Hey guys, I actually killed something, and I wasn't behind the entire group.
Well, you're too far back.
Okay.
Shut up!
What's that? I couldn't hear you down there.
I couldn't hear you. You're on the ground too many times. Yeah.
No,
Look
where
who's
is it?
talking.
I'm trying to
You're
find
going
it.
quick.
There it is. Magic Missile.
Not anymore.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Magic Missile.
Uh-huh.
So it throws 3 glowing darts. I'm just gonna go ahead and focus it all on that one Mankey in
Yep.
front of Link. And that does a 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay, so yeah, each one.
For each
So
one.
roll, it's 3 darts, so you're gonna roll 1d4 3 times, and then you're gonna add,
That's this one.
Yes.
and then you're gonna add 1 to each one. So you're gonna be 1d, it's gonna be 3d4 plus 3.
That's 4.
How do you know it's
That's 3 plus the one you get, so that's plus. That's
Okay,
plus
I see. So 4.
5.
5. Yep. So
Four.
9.
So
4,
9,
4,
10,
and 5.
13.
Jeez, yeah. So like literally just you summon this energy out of your pipe. You kind of like use it as your arcane focus, and you just send out these 3 darts that materialize in the air out of nowhere, and then slam into him.
I'm
And
assuming it kills him, right?
as the dust settles,
Done.
it is completely gone.
Alright, so I want to go ahead and cast a bonus action because this idiot over here is basically dying. I'm doing my healing word.
Okay.
So,
Wait,
Oh.
you have healing words?
as a cast level 1 bonus action, yeah, I do.
Didn't you make her sheep?
When then
She's a
you
wizard.
I mean,
You're a wizard,
I have
Mary.
Healing Ward, Shadow Blade, Dragon Breath, and it was the one with my name on it. I have a bonus action of Healing Word. It's a level 1 cast.
Do you have it in your spells?
I didn't see it in my spells, that's the thing.
That got mixed up then.
Oh, that...
I know you don't have healing word. That's actually not possible because you're a
Yeah,
wizard.
because you're a wizard. I was wondering the same.
Yeah, I mean, because I was confused about that because I never got healing spells when I started, so I was wondering why that was a bonus action.
Yeah.
Break down.
Because Chris is a big dummy.
But
I
this
made
was-
them very late at
No,
night.
this was the
guys.
one that you sent me.
Do-
Okay, whatever. But I can do like
Yeah,
Shadow Blade.
You're right. It is listed on here. I didn't erase it because I copied her. Because I made hers first, and I was like, I'm gonna make everyone else's. And
Gotcha. So
Yeah,
that's
everything
not a
else-
spell that I have. But the rest of them are right.
everything else is exactly right.
It's just not healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was confused about. I was like, when did I get a healing spell? Because I feel like I would have utilized that like videos ago.
Right.
You know?
Several times when your party was about to die.
Okay, so with that being said, I do have Shadow Blade
Okay.
as a bonus action, and if I can turn around, I wanted to shoot. I don't know if I can. If I could shoot Shadow Blade at the primate.
Shadow Blade is just summoning the weapon.
Yeah,
later.
the first time that your just initial time, it's just gonna be you summoning it into space.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
You can finish off my character, I guess.
She doesn't have an action to.
Yeah, the bonus action is literally just to summon the weapon and it'll appear, and then on her next turn she'll
What
be
about
able to-
Dragon Breath, then?
I believe Dragon Breath is. I don't know if it's an action or a bonus action. I'd have to look.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, so then you can use it.
Yeah, to use the breath, it's an attack.
Yeah, so it's that again. You use your bonus action to summon it, and then on
the
your
next
next turn
round.
you can
Okay.
use it.
Yeah, then I guess that's it for me on this round then.
Okay. At that moment, you guys hear this noise coming from the bushes, and you guys get kind of worried because you're like, oh no, what's coming? But it sounds, all of a sudden, it's distinctly human. And you kind of hear this like, and that's when another fig, can I see your fig?
Oh my god!
Comes
Finally, I was like, where the fuck
appearing
is
from the
she?
woods, and you guys are super happy that she's there, but then immediately after you see that she's being chased by another one of these
Oh
large creatures
my
that's like
God.
the goose coming 2 arms over
What the fuck
itself.
did you just do?
Brian!
Damn it, I knew I should have done Dragon Breath.
And he's kadoosh, 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 and he's gonna come in. Can you roll the initiative for me?
Roll
Yes.
initiative.
I knew it was doing me.
20! Alright, go initiative team! All the rest of your rolls for this fight are going to suck. Just a heads up.
Oh god, don't do that to your girl.
Why would you do that to
Yeah, mine
her?
are pretty steady.
So, I guess 24.
Yep.
What did Siri like literally?
Oh, so yeah, you
Did I
trumped
say that
him.
right?
You don't even know her yet.
Did I
Yeah,
say that right?
3, yeah.
Well, we introduced
We just look at this
ourselves.
girl.
Yeah, go
we're
ahead and give a
like, who the fuck
brief
is she?
description of what they would see in front of you, like your basic physical appearance.
So I'm a sea elf, so that's a really good question, other than like just a pale elf. I do have loot on me. I do have, you can see I have daggers on me, and I have a rapier. and I do have like a little
Yas, queen.
pouch along my hip. You don't know what's in it, but I do have a pouch on me.
Ooh.
And I have like a backpack, and that's about it. Yeah, that's what you can see.
Nice.
Cool.
So you just look like a bard that's being chased through the
basically.
woods. You poor thing.
An
I just imagine something out of like Jurassic Park, you know?
That's exactly what
like pretty
Yes.
green. Do you have like pretty green elfin hair?
I do.
Oh, you gotta go with this. I'm eating that shit up right now.
Yeah.
She has green elfin hair and kind of like,
Yeah.
like glittery scales
I've done it
together.
in World of Warcraft.
Yep. It is very much like Jurassic Park, where it's like, let's go faster, let's go faster. And
Objects
actually,
are bigger than they appear.
yep. But you're actually top of the round with that nasty 23, 23. So what are you gonna do?
It's a really good question.
Actually, technically, you and Kark are tied, so you guys can decide who goes first. Did you?
No,
24, you're right. So yeah, you're up.
Yeah.
No, you're up.
Gosh, dang it.
Keep in mind, at any point, because you just appeared on this scene, when you run up, you kind of see like, oh, there's already a situation happening. At any point, based on the game, you can hold your turn or your action. So you can kind of wait until things happen, but you have no idea this creature that's chasing you's initiative order. So if you wait, it potentially could get an attack on you if it's up next.
Can I initially roll a perception to see like what this thing is first behind me?
Yeah, I mean, you would have. I think you would have definitely kind of seen that it's this ape creature that kind of confronted you in the woods when you were kind of stalking.
Gotcha. Well, can I do a quick perception as
Absolutely.
I'm running by us? What's
To
going
see
on
what you
over
see.
there?
Absolutely, go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay, it's the 20, right?
Yep, d20 plus whatever it says next to your perception.
11 perception.
Yeah,
So-
plus 3, so 14.
14. So as you
She's
glance,
a hunk.
yeah, as you glance around, you see a group of soldiers. Some of them elves, most of them dwarves, and what looks like a human. That's kind of like fighting these creatures that are very similar to the ones that you saw. It appears that this one right here is inches to death, looks very, very wounded, while the one behind you were kind of worried because this creature behind you looks very fierce and angry, but the one that's currently engaged with this dwarf and this human looks like terrifying. Or sorry, this dwarf and this elf looks terrifying as he kind of just like stands there with these blood red eyes.
No, I'm half.
Sorry, half orc. I'm sorry. You and your elven name always confuses me. So yeah, I mean, this looks terrifying.
I don't know. Can I attack something while I'm running, or do I have to stop?
No, absolutely. And you have your full movement, because right there, you essentially ran in. That was one action, and now this is like top of the round. So go
Okay.
ahead and make your movement action, bonus action.
What's the range on the monkey in front of Eager? Sure.
So 5, 10, 15, about 20, 25 feet, depending on how you
Okay.
get there.
Can I throw a dagger at it while I'm running?
Yeah, absolutely. Your dagger's 30 feet. I think is the
It's
max.
20 to 60.
To 60, yeah. So you
Yeah.
absolutely. So you kind of enter the room. You look over, or you enter this clearing,
Yeah.
and you see this creature that's like kind of coughing up
Yeah.
blood and this looks super weak, and so you just like.
Oh,
She's gonna
wow.
walk in, steal your kill. And leave.
What the fuck?
What's with the healers that we get?
I
What
know.
the, like?
I was so close.
Oh my
I
god!
rolled a 19.
Oh yeah.
Plus
that-
6.
Plus 6. Yeah,
Definitely. So you throw the
25.
dagger with like extreme
I'm
accuracy.
mad.
You see a gaping wound on his
Welcome
shoulder.
to my life.
That's
That's what
like-
Arena Effect
This
is to
close
me.
to fucking twin
And so you just throw the dagger. So go ahead and roll damage.
I need a D4.
Yeah, you do. That's a D4.
This one,
Wow.
okay. I don't.
The pyramid.
I'm mad. Who is
I don't
this
know what
thing?
it is.
Just walked in here, thought
that's a 2.
my thing.
And you're gonna add this to it. So it's plus 4.
6.
Yeah, so that's gonna be enough. You throw the dagger, and literally you see this axe that's embedded into this creature, basically down to its hip. And you throw the dagger, and you're able to get it right in the sweet spot in between its shoulder blades, piercing into the body, and it just. And it just falls down on the ground.
And I'm just like,
Yeah. As you then look over and you see this like this kind of,
I still have a higher kill count.
it only counts as one.
like, who is this bitch?
So you still have your movement and your
I feel
bonus
like
action.
I have the highest kill count. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
Look, I'm not fighting against you right
But in my
now.
defense, I am a dwarf, and it does take me a while to catch up to things. Like, I've been coming in pretty late. and
I've heard
going,
that
"Oh,
Gimli
this
excuse a
fight's-"
lot too.
Yeah,
God. Do you want to move?
basically Gimli.
Yeah, I do.
Absolutely. Where are you gonna
Fuck away. Just, I guess, keep going straight.
5. Do you have 30?
That's a good question.
It'll say right there at the top of your sheet. Yeah, 30.
30, yeah.
So 5, 10.
Walk by, stole your kill.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Get away
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah. So you literally just run by the person, like, you just run by the two of them, you're like, hey!
And I run by and go, you're welcome.
And then I sharpen my blade a little bit more and wipe off the like your neck.
Your neck hurts. Awesome, I love
if you
it.
want to finish the guy behind me.
You can kill the guy behind
It's all yours.
Honestly, I'm just sitting there and I was like, did that happen?
You're like, you took a puff and you're just like,
Arena Effect's back! Oh wait, no, you're not Arena Effect. Kark, you're
what the fuck?
Okay.
What? Did you? Nah, they just keep on smiling. That was Arena Effect back.
All right. I'm gonna. All right. So I'm still very focused on this guy. I don't know what the hell's going on back there.
Honestly, I don't think any of us know either. So
Nope.
So I'm gonna throw another stab at this primate here.
Stab him in the freight.
7.
7's not gonna hit, man. So you go and you try to stab him, this creature's just moving too quick for you, bro.
Martial arts.
Okay.
Bonus attack. Go. That's better. 16 plus 5, 21.
That's definitely gonna hit. Yeah, so you
Hell yeah.
you stab with a dagger, you come back and you go with this kick right to its like midsection.
That is a 5.
5 points, okay?
5 points to his face.
Okay, so you just like swing up and kick right into his chin. Just cause the jaw to do like one of those Rocky Balboa things. Okay.
If I get the kill on this guy, we're role-playing the arm thrust. I'm telling you right now.
Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. The 2 mankeys are dead, so they're not doing anything to anybody except for making plant food. Iker, you up?
I kind of want to move out of the line of fire this way, but I also want to use my crossbow and try and hit him.
Absolutely. If you're gonna use your crossbow, you'll be at disadvantage unless you move. Oh wait, no, you're not in melee.
No,
anymore.
yeah.
Sorry, that guy's dead. He got stabbed by a dagger.
If I were to move in between Link and Aurelia, would I still be able to shoot the creature?
Like there?
Yeah, I want to be like in between,
You
so I'm
absolutely
safe. I want to
Yeah,
be
you have line of sight, absolutely.
Because I'm guessing he's still running.
Yeah, he's like in the process of running.
trying
All
to
this is
get
happening in 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I want to be between you guys for a barrier because I don't want to fucking die. Not today. Okay.
Not
I'm
today,
gonna use
Satan.
I'm gonna use my crossbow, which is I haven't used my crossbow yet, by the way. I have a crossbow. Which is 0.5 attack bonus and then 1d8 plus 3 piercing.
Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
yeah,
You
see?
get to use that now because of me.
Fuck are you? Running away.
Thank you, but who are you? Okay, roll that d20 and see if you can do it.
Ooh. 16.
16's gonna be enough.
Oh, good.
You know, it's funny. We made the ooze for different reasons, by the way.
Oh, really?
I didn't see what she rolled. I was just like thinking in my head what my move was gonna be, and I was like, ooh.
Perfectly
And then
timed
hers
ooze.
was not a good one at all.
I love
It
that.
actually is good.
Yep, you hit. What you gonna do?
All right, elbow it, dude.
I can use my
Elbow it.
D8. Oh, did I use my D8, right?
Oh, yeah, whatever the damage on the crossbow says.
It's 1d8 plus
Okay.
3 piercing. 8
Plus your dexterity this time because you're using a ranged weapon.
Plus 3.
plus 3. 8.
Yeah,
11,
yeah. Her
11.
dexterity is pretty high
Nice.
for a dwarf.
Yeah.
11.
11.
So you take the shot,
Is that
and
because of the class? that
it
she has to
flies,
do
and it
this
just like literally hits him
dexterity
right in the chest, drives
No,
deep,
the
and
way
he
she wanted to level.
and it just
really?
keeps
Yeah, the
running.
way she wants to
Okay.
level up the
Good.
feet she
I start attacking him. You're welcome.
Perfect.
He's going down pretty soon.
It's now this creature's turn. He's gonna just keep attacking the 2 creatures that are in front of him.
I feel like a Legolas, but a shorter
Wait,
version.
when does this thing go
Tell
get
me.
confused?
What do you
Just a
see? It's war
curiosity.
time.
You don't know.
My axe!
I know. I'm
I know you play a lot of Pokemon, but you don't know. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude or boob?
Dude.
Okay.
14.
14? No, that's actually a miss now.
Yeah, so
because I leveled up to level 4.
So he swings and both attacks miss, and at that moment, once he swings, you watch him go foof foof, and he just kind of like and
You don't understand.
the red eyes kind of fade and the hair kind of falls down, and he's kind of goes prime, and he looks very kind of like dizzy and disoriented.
Oh, hell
But,
yeah.
my dude, where is Luigi in all of this? I'm just curious.
He ran off in the trees to try to
Oh, that's
save.
right. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot already. I was like, where the hell is that shady little
Type-
bastard?
Type in Luigi X Zelda. You'll get enough.
No, thank you.
Really,
No,
you're up.
thank you. So what I'm going to do, since he is not near us yet, I can finally use Ice Knife because I will not hurt anyone in my party near me. So with that, it does a 1d10 piercing damage. Hit or miss, it's going to explode. And then any creature within 5 feet, which obviously would still include that creature, will take, it says, of the point where the ice explodes must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Perfect. So you summon this again. You like kind of pop on the pipe and summon this like a cold blade in the smoke that you then send out to this creature. Roll to see if it hits.
That creature?
And which
Big one?
Oh, yeah, you're attacking the new
which
one,
creature?
correct?
The new one?
Now it says at higher levels I can cast a spell using a spell slot of my second level or higher.
You sure can.
So that the cold damage increases by 1d6. So can I do that?
You sure can.
So would I roll? Which one do I roll?
Still a
then?
d20 just to see if it hits, and it's going to be the same as before. You're going to roll
But
a d20.
after that, do I roll a d10 or a d6?
You'll roll. It says it increases by.
It says on the first hit, the target takes the 1d10, and then when it explodes,
No, it says
But how
at
does it
higher
increase?
levels.
At higher levels, you can
at higher level it increases by 1d6.
So you're going to roll a d10 and a d6.
Okay.
That's if you hit.
Ooh.
2 plus
Plus my what?
your intelligence
Plus 3,
modifier.
correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be enough. So you throw the dagger, and like the dagger kind of like goes at him from the smoke, and it misses him, and he kind of just like.
But it still explodes.
Yep, and he just looks at you and goes, "Prime," kind of like in a mocking way, but then right over its head it explodes, covering the area in ice crystals, including him. So he takes how much? 1d8?
So, okay, now with that, this is where I'm getting a little confused. It says because when the ice explodes, it must either succeed on a dexterity saving or take 2d6 cold damage, but then it increases by a 1d6.
Right. So the dexterity saving throw is what? Does it say?
My dexterity.
No, it'll say with the dexterity save. It'll be your spell save, which will be 10 plus your modifier. 10 plus.
It just says must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. So.
Right. So your
my dexterity is plus 3.
No, it's only his dexterity. He's trying to beat your spell saving throw, which is going to be 10 plus 3. It's 13, and it rolled a natural 4. So all that's going to be is going to be 4, 6, 7. So it's not going to succeed. So it takes the 2d6 damage.
So I need to roll the 2d6.
Yep. As the ice explodes, it tries to duck and move out of the way, but it's unable to.
6.
That's yep.
Which one is she attacking?
The new one.
Okay, good. I was
So
like,
that's a 2,
Yeah. And then roll another d6.
and then that's a
4.
4.
Okay, so 6 damage. As the ice explodes, just covering the back of it as it kind of stumbles forward, just getting hit by all these razor sharp ice shards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
wait, is anyone stun?
Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah. And then I also want to go ahead and what did I just do with this sheet? I want to go ahead and do a bonus action. I
Okay.
want to start prepping for my shadow blade.
Okay, so you summon from the space this blade. It kind of appears from your pipe, this long, black, jagged blade that will kind of just go ahead and use. Where are you? We'll use this d6 right here as your blade.
Okay.
And it's just sitting there in space, ready for you
So
to
it's just
attack
like
with
this
it.
dark, like glowy
Mhm.
figment magic blade.
Yeah, it literally just appears out of the smoke of your pipe.
Okay, perfect.
This creature is then, it's its turn, so it's going to run 5,
Shit.
10.
Question: Does
15.
frost damage slow them
Oh,
down?
why are you next to me?
It does not.
No.
Get away! I thought I was safe.
So he's right up on us now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
and it's going to take 1 attack at
Fine.
Link, and it's going to take 1 attack
Link?
at you.
You better.
At me or at her?
At
me.
Iker.
Oh shit! I might die.
Okay, so that's going to be a 14 to hit on you. That's going to miss, correct? Your AC's 15.
Oh yeah.
So it's going to miss you, and it's going to hit Link.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hit Link. I don't care. Hit Link.
And it's going to do
Thank you, Arm.
7 points of damage to Link. And then Link needs to succeed in a strength saving throw, which he does, as he just gets kicked hard in the stomach.
Good.
Whoa! And he kind of starts to stumble back, but he's able to, like, and just kind of stabilize himself and get ready.
He's so graceful.
He's been punched by Donkey Kong a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's true.
Okay, and then he's actually gonna sling his bow over his shoulder, and he's gonna pull out the blade, and he's gonna swing and try to attack him. Yep, that dice went nowhere.
Ugh.
It's gonna be 1 hit and 1 miss.
Sorry.
So the dice just slices into his belly. The first one misses because he swings over, but on the backhand he comes back, slicing open the creature's belly, just exposing a large chunk of like blood and almost like looks like muscle tissue kind of peeling out of this large wound in its
And
stomach.
that's out of the creature?
Yeah. And then Mario's gonna try to attack the one that's
Do
in
we
front
know
of
what
him.
is that another primate that we're fighting?
It looks the exact same as the other. Yeah, yeah. Mario is gonna try to attack the other one, and he's gonna also have 1 success and 1 failure. And he's gonna do 9 points of damage.
I love how we're all attacking this one.
Question: Can we get super creative with how we take on these creatures?
I would love nothing more than for you to get super creative.
Can I?
God, I would love.
Oh, but it's.
He just disappeared. I'm
I would
sorry.
love nothing more.
I'm dead. I'm sorry.
Can I use Pokemon lore, or would you call it
Technically,
metagaming?
these aren't Pokemon. Like in
They're Ganon
in this world, they're the
creatures.
children of Ganon.
Yeah.
So
They just have Pokemon names. and
you could try and see if the lore
Do you have a
translates,
secret
but you don't know
Pokeball?
if it will.
Okay, because there's a very
That's
interesting
not- I'm
episode.
thinking of something too.
There's an episode I'd like to cover with
You,
that.
who knows? The things might translate, but it might not. You don't know.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
might have to get creative.
Okay.
Top of the round.
Oh boy, I guess looks like I'm gonna try and see if it
Are you
fails.
still running away? Like you're like
Yeah.
running off distance.
She's like,
I was
I don't wanna deal with y'all.
trying to get safe distance to be able
just
to try
help
and
us
do
now
this.
because you caused this.
You caused it.
Me?
No.
Little old me.
Oh.
Character whose name we don't know yet.
I was like, excuse me, that my ice knife decided to be an ice butter knife instead. An ice fork.
Oh, it didn't even do. I know, I took one.
I really want to try something. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. But
Okay. Let's see.
Can she? Oh, all right. Never
Stun the
mind. Go ahead.
creature.
he wants like fucking discuss it with you first.
No, I
Find out if it's gonna fail.
I think we should
Metagame
stun
vision.
it.
I know. That's why I'm shutting up.
It's like in
Meta-
Skyrim, a courier runs up. I have a
Yeah.
message for you.
Let me just say this. You can see us.
Yeah, she can see it. She's in that clearing, literally by the river.
All right, what are you gonna do?
Yes.
Of course she saw us, Chris. She literally killed a monster while she ran through our group. I'm pretty sure she just didn't run and be like, there's nobody here. I'm just gonna throw this dagger aimlessly.
Is that she's not really there.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna try something and I really don't know.
I'm
if
making
it's gonna
myself
work.
laugh
I
at
love
my
that.
own
Try
stupid
it.
jokes.
I don't know if I'm even going about this the right way, but I want
I'll
to
help
do
you.
a survival roll based off of knowledge of being here for so long around these creatures, of things that might trigger them or might be weaknesses of theirs.
Absolutely. So actually, it wouldn't be a survival. It would be intelligence.
Intelligence? Oh, wait, did I just screw myself?
Would it be intelligence or perception?
For her, because for her, it's gonna be intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
For
actually
us, it
surprised
would
on
be
survival.
perception, though, if we were trying to figure
She's
it out.
trying to pull on.
I'm only
informa-
thinking survival because I've been here.
She's
You
trying
know
to
what I mean?
pull because you're trying to pull on information that you've
Yeah.
already had from these creatures. I'll
Give her advantage.
I'm
I'll give you
assuming that you've
advantage
been in the
because
woods for a
you are
minute.
very familiar with these creatures. So I'll give you
Okay.
advantage on the roll.
Thank
So
you.
roll twice and take the higher of the two.
All right, so
Alright.
this is gonna be wherever the die says.
12,
Roll
Well,
again.
and then
20, 20, 20, 20.
Ooh.
And take the 12.
9.
Take a 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, so what exactly are you trying to discern? Are you just trying to remember information about them?
I'm trying to remember if there is anything in the wild as in a specific color I've ever seen them get triggered by.
There is, and you would know that
Oh.
certain colors, because the village that you were living in before
Yeah.
the situation, before they got attacked,
Okay.
they would commonly get attacked by these creatures because they are very common to this forest, and you would know that certain colors are able to trigger these creatures.
Do I know what color? I mean, I think I know
Yes,
what color.
you do, yeah.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yep.
Can I move like? I guess it's like. I want to say centered between the two of them as I can.
Okay, so that'd be 5, 10, 15, 20. I mean, that's pretty centered.
Okay, and then can I use prestidigitation? Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
And then can I cast a just red sphere in between the two of them?
Yep.
And just like wait till I guess they notice it and have at it.
Yeah, so you summon this thing, and these creatures are totally bared in. And as soon as you, this like orb kind of comes up in the air, and they're bearing down on you, Icar. This thing's like prime, and then it's just deadpan on this floating orb in space. They are not
both of them.
Both
they're
of them
both
are
just like hyper focused on this thing,
Yes.
and that's all they're looking at this point.
Now,